Hello, I'm Barry James, and this is the Fintech World Tour. And I've now landed in California, in San Francisco. In fact, right now I'm in San Mateo, which is just a little further down Silicon Valley, toward Palo Alto, where I was yesterday evening. And so I say I've just landed. Actually, I've been here for a couple of days or so now. But what with jet lag and a huge round of meetings with some really interesting fintech movers and shakers, my feet don't feel as if they've touched the ground until today, Saturday. So I'm going to have a lot to tell you about from some of those meetings and some of the insights that are now, percolating very nicely from visiting here San Francisco. But in the meantime, I've been immersed not in just in the fintech economy, but actually in the sharing economy. So I'm now, as you can see, settled, but it's not in a nice hotel room. It's in many ways an even nicer room here, belonging to my Airbnb host. So the Airbnb experience is a bit like living in the future here in California. It's very normal. The experience of booking it was really fascinating as well. And I've done a big chunk of my traveling around here in the sharing economy as well via Uber. And what an eye-opener that is as well. Much more flexible in many ways than taxis. A bit cheaper, not that much, perhaps 2/3 or a half. But the convenience and the speed of getting where I need to be and so on is far exceed anything you could reasonably expect with taxis. And the most fascinating part of this, though, is talking to the drivers. I must have talked to at least 8 or 10 drivers, Uber drivers, in the last 2 or 3 days, and asked them all, how come, what they're doing, why they're doing it, and so on. And the unanimous answer is flexibility, the ability to earn when, how, and spend as few hours of your choosing, and to be able to actually earn a living. A number of them over the last 2 or 3 years have chosen to earn a living that way, or have used it to as a partial income or to cover upcoming expenses or whatever. But the overall clear answer, very articulately from some, less so from others, but is flexibility. So the ability to not have a boss and to be your own boss and to choose your own hours and what you're going to do when. Which, in a debate I had with a great chap who dropped me here yesterday, it comes very interesting into focus with the current force being applied to Uber, to become an employer, to create an employer-employee relationship between the drivers and Uber itself, and regulation, which runs almost precisely contra to all that and a lot of the other key benefits that I've been discussing with the Uber drivers. So there's this gravitational attraction to move away from this new model that people are liking, people are loving, and for forces arguably from the traditional economy to push that back into an old mold, an old wineskin that will inevitably add cost, reduce flexibility, change expectations on both sides. So it's been a very interesting, very revealing part of the trip already, and that's kind of just the travel part. The fintech insights and some of the people that I've been able to spend time with, I'll be talking about that as this series goes forward. But that's enough for now. And welcome from California, hello from California, and I'll see you here for the FinTech World Tour next installment soon.